It's Monday, November 16th, 2015. This is PSN News. Tonight we'll have the latest on the terrorist attacks from over the weekend.
We'll also take a look at changes to Penn State's Greek community.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Hunter Holbert.
And I'm Katie Litwin.
The whole world is in mourning after numerous terrorist attacks over the weekend killed hundreds. This past Friday, 6 sites across Paris were targeted by terrorists. At least 129 people were killed by 3 organized teams of terrorists. The 8 students currently studying abroad in France have been contacted and are all safe despite the recent tragic terrorist attacks. Contact was made with 2 students in Paris and 6 in other cities around France. The country is currently in a state of emergency due to the attacks.
The attacks, ranging from bombings to shootings, took place outside a soccer stadium, inside restaurants, and a music concert venue that was being held hostage. ISIS has claimed responsibility for the attacks. France is seeking a United Nations resolution to fight terrorism and has moved an aircraft carrier to the Middle East as part of an effort to intensify its bombing campaign in Syria. In addition to the attacks this weekend in Paris, Lebanon experienced a double suicide bombing in Beirut. The attacks over the past week have inspired people all over the world to unite to promote international peace, and Penn State is no exception. Penn State is holding a candlelight vigil on Tuesday night at 7:30 in the name of international peace and cooperation.
Jerry Sandusky will again receive his pension. The Daily Collegian reports that when Sandusky was convicted in 2012, he was not considered a Penn State employee and his pension was rescinded. After review, the Pennsylvania State Employees Retirement Board reversed their decision, and Sandusky and his wife will again start to receive his pension. A 6% interest rate will also need to be paid for the delayed pension.
Sweeping changes are being made in the Greek community as new executive boards have been chosen for the IFC and Panhellenic councils. The Daily Collegian reports that the newest Panhellenic president will be Madeline Strasser of the sorority Alpha Chi Omega, while the IFC president will now be Will Quaranta of Acacia Fraternity. The new executive board will officially take on the role starting in December. Those elected said they are excited to take on the challenges and responsibilities involved and look forward to the future.
The Alpha Phi Sorority International Executive Board announced it does not support the Safe Campus Act. The bill, which was proposed in July, requires students to report cases of sexual assault to the police and school administrators before colleges or universities can take action. The Daily Collegian reports that the sorority is the first to break away from the National Panhellenic Council because of this. The Penn State chapter of Alpha Phi said they support this decision and agree with the International Executive Board's statement.
The Fight for 15 continues as demonstrators gather to raise the national minimum wage. According to the Daily Collegian, the rally that took place last Tuesday was organized by the Service Employees International Union as part of a nationwide day of action. Organizer Greg Overturf said there were 10 different events going on across Pennsylvania alone on that day. He said their momentum is strong and their plan is to continue demonstrations around the state until the minimum wage is raised.
And coming up next, we'll be sitting down with Penn Stater Jill Tadios to talk about Global Entrepreneurship Week. PSN News is back after this.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Enroll, we say. We want you to be okay. Enroll, we say. Take care, people, for goodness sake.
There's a plan for every budget, so don't accept defeat.
Now you can get covered and still
buy me treats.
You take care of your pets. Now it's their turn to take care of you. Visit getcoveredamerica.org to learn about your health insurance options.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised.
Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hi, welcome back. I'm here with Jill Tadios, who is is involved with Global Entrepreneurship Week. So, hi, welcome, Jill. So I'd first like to start by asking, what exactly is Global Entrepreneurship Week?
That's a great question. A lot of people are confused, like, what is GW? Really, it covers a lot, but it stands for Global Entrepreneurship Week, and it's a week-long series of events that basically celebrates entrepreneurship, which sounds kind of intuitive, but it's really an international effort to celebrate innovators, startup businesses who really drive the economy and help solve the world's issues.
Okay, and so how's the week going so far?
It's going well. We have over 100 events, so obviously it takes a lot of coordination to put an event of this size together. So GW officially started yesterday and will continue until Friday, the 20th. It's going well. Yeah. We're hoping for an even greater turnout than last year. We got over 5,000 attendees, which was the largest in the country, which we were thrilled about. And we're hoping to increase that attendance this year.
Absolutely. So how are you doing outreach to get more people aware of these events and get them involved?
That's a great question. Well, one of the things that I'm doing here with you is to help create awareness. Absolutely. We're also trying to engage students on social media, obviously. Twitter posts, Facebook posts. We're really looking into Snapchat as well, trying to get on that Snap story because we know how much that means to Penn State students. Really, we're looking all at digital mediums to try and target the college population.
Right. So what would you say are really the goals of Global Entrepreneurship Week? I know that you said it's to celebrate and promote entrepreneurship, but if you could talk more specifically about your goals for being here at Penn State.
Okay, that's a great question. So GW, I would say, does not have one specific goal. Its goal is to really inspire people, to create awareness about the importance of Entrepreneurship Week. So we have events ranging from workshops to speaker sessions to panel sessions about entrepreneurs speaking about their experience and really what it is to start your own business.
Okay, absolutely. And so now I know a lot of people are sort of on the fence. They don't really know what entrepreneurship really means. If you could say anything to anybody who's sort of on the fence about getting involved in the week, what would you sort of say to inspire them or motivate them to go to an event?
Really, you have nothing to lose, even if you have no interest in starting your own business. That doesn't mean that you can't have an entrepreneurship mentality. You can still be within an established organization and have an innovative attitude. So really, this week is for anyone who wants to broaden their creativity and have a more innovative mindset.
Absolutely. And what are your future plans for Global Entrepreneurship Week? Anything to fix or sort of edit?
You know, not at this point. I think we're going to see how the attendance goes as the week progresses, and hopefully we'll get a lot of positive feedback. If not, we'll revisit and look to see how we can make revisions in the coming years.
That's awesome. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have today. Thank you for being with us, and we'll be back after this with our world news, where we'll be looking into Concerned Student 1915 movement and its presence here at Penn State. Thank you.
Get out to the forest.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah!
Woo-hoo!
Hey, guys, wait up!
And discover the wonders of nature with your family.
These trees are the key to our way of life.
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning!
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great!
An endless forest adventure.
Let's rock this jungle! Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing!
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on... Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Good evening, I'm Zinnia Mazzanato with your World News.
University of Missouri students began protesting last month over racial tensions on campus. The protesters called themselves Concerned Student 1950 after the year that black students were first admitted. One student went as far as going on a hunger strike on November 2nd, and 5 days later, the football team announced a boycott of all football-related activities. This then led the president, Timothy Wolf, to resign on November 9th, and Chancellor R. Bowen Lofton also stepped down. In some ways, the grievances of black students in Missouri mirror those on other campuses across the country, including Penn State. I'm here with sophomores Brian Davis and Kiva Spence, who serve on the Black Caucus's Political Action Committee, to discuss the demonstration of unity students held on Friday in support of the Missouri protests. How are you guys doing today? So could you explain to us, how the Black Caucus came about, organizing this demonstration of support for the Missouri protest?
So I would say it was about 12:30 at night, and Kiva, she sent me a picture, PSU supports Mizzou, and it said, let's wear all black for the day that we were going to do that. And I said, you know what, let's take it a step further. So I sent her a preview of, everybody, let's go to Old Main, let's show our appreciation. And then after that, it just spread, all over the social media. Everybody was sending it to everybody, and it went very well. So.
And what were you guys hoping to achieve by, holding this demonstration? Was there like a goal, or you just wanted to bring awareness?
Well, for me, it was a goal, just because I am from the Missouri area. So when I started this PSU supports Mizzou hashtag, it was just so my friends back home at Mizzou could click on that hashtag and see what I'm doing. I'm here to show that I love and I support them and I'm here for them. So basically, it's just a way of communicating, and it turned out to be much bigger than that.
Mm-hmm. And why do you think, students on campus here at Penn State, they feel a connection to the students at the University of Missouri? They're miles and miles away, yet so many students turned out to the event.
I think that what's going on at the University of Missouri is current to, things that happen at Penn State. So it's definitely something that we can relate to, and we did that because we wanted to show our support because we understand what's going on there. So we just we all in this together. So.
Mm-hmm. And you being from Missouri, has anybody from back home reached out to you expressing their concern of what's going on back at home?
Of course, this whole thing started from a program I did just from getting a message from my best friend that goes to Mizzou. And I'm from Springfield, Missouri, so Mizzou is like our Penn State. So if you lived in this area, you go to Penn State. Back home, you go to Mizzou. So I know a majority of people there. So basically, I've just been keeping in contact with organizations, my friends, and everything, just to stay updated and make sure they know that we're here for your support and we have some good things planned for you.
So did you guys receive any support or feedback from President Barron?
Yeah, it definitely was a great conversation. A lot of them thanked us, for everything being peaceful and everything like that. And we just here for our support, so we thank them for that.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have right now. Thank you so much for coming and sitting and talking with us. Up next is your local forecast.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
From the students of Penn State Meteorology, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good evening, student meteorologist Ryan Bells here with your PSN Campus Weather Service forecast for today, Monday, November 16th. Our weather headlines, what we're tracking for you, we're looking at mainly clear skies throughout the rest of the overnight hours tonight before clouds start to increase throughout the day on Tuesday in anticipation of the showers that we're looking for Wednesday and more likely on Thursday. But the weekend's looking great and dry. Sunny skies for your Friday, and then going into Saturday, we're looking at a whiteout. No, not a snowy whiteout. We're looking at a whiteout in Beaver Stadium for our last home football game of the season against Michigan. Noon kickoff for that, and again, mainly sunny skies for Saturday. Partly cloudy on Sunday with the chance of a scattered rain or snow shower early. Otherwise, dry conditions on your Sunday. I'll have more details on that coming up in your 7-day forecast. Eye in the future, mapping it out over the next few days for you. Mainly clear skies throughout the overnight hours tonight throughout the Commonwealth. And then clouds start to increase throughout the day on Tuesday. But we stay dry Tuesday. The first chance of rain comes on Wednesday as we see the slight chance of a shower Wednesday afternoon, stopping the time clock just after noon. And then we run the risk of more showers going into Thursday. As you can see, line of showers off to our west that'll be making its way into the Commonwealth for the day on Thursday. Temperatures over the next few days warming up tomorrow into the low 50s here in State College, 51 in Williamsport and 53 in Harrisburg. Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, cooling it down into the upper 30s and low 40s. And then even warmer going into Wednesday and Thursday, upper 50s here in State College. Your forecast for the rest of tonight, mainly clear skies, low temperatures right around 38 degrees. Going into tomorrow, we're looking at increasing clouds throughout Center County, high temperatures right around 50 degrees. If you're headed out Thursday night to the Christmas tree lighting here in State College, temperatures in the upper 30s to near 40 with mostly cloudy skies, and that'll take place right around 5:30 to 7:30 Thursday evening. Your campus weather service 7-day forecast, increasing clouds for tomorrow, high temperatures right around 50, warming up into the upper 50s near 60 Wednesday and Thursday with a slight chance of some showers, and then cooling it back down around average Friday and Saturday with mainly sunny skies, and then a few clouds on Saturday for the home football game against Michigan, noon kickoff for that. And then Sunday, a chance of a scattered rain or snow shower, otherwise partly cloudy skies. That's all for your PSN Campus Weather Service forecast, but stay tuned to PSN News because sports is next.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Mike Gilbert with your PSN News Sports Update. Sunday is usually a little rough for the Penn State student body. Usually involves some Gatorade, a little aspirin, but they were treated to an absolutely crazy day in the NFL. Every game seemed it had some type of strange element at the end. It all started in Baltimore. Jacksonville down with 1 second left on the clock, but Elvis Dumervil, of all people, grabbed Blake Bortles' face mask. That would put the Jags in field goal range for one final play. The rookie kicker out of Marist, the Red Fox, Jason Myers, nailed the 53-yarder for the win. Jacksonville one game out of first in the AFC South. Who wants to go to the playoffs? I don't know. It's a fair question to ask in that division. But oh wait, there is more. The Lions went into Green Bay and took down Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, snapping a 24-year losing streak for Detroit at Lambeau. That was despite Lions kicker Matt Prater missing 2 extra points. That rule change that they made really coming into play this season, leaving the door open for an Aaron Rodgers comeback that almost came to be, but Mason Crosby missed the game winner. The Lions handing the Pack its 3rd loss in a row, 18-16. Another division where no one really knows who will come out of is the NFC East. The Redskins trashed New Orleans 47-14, Kirk Cousins giving a game ball to his father who is battling cancer. Meanwhile, the Eagles fell to the Dolphins, and the Cowboys season most likely ended at the hands of Jameis Winston and the Bucs' last-second touchdown run. Winston had a goal line fumble wiped out due to a Cowboy penalty. And of course, the Giants lost in the last second to a New England team that's missing so many key guys, but Tom Brady, he's still healthy, led his team down the field under 2 minutes with no timeouts. That's to set up a Stephen Gostkowski game winner. Giants cling to a half-game lead over both Philadelphia and Washington. And Peyton Manning was pulled in yesterday's loss to the Chiefs, 5 of 20 with 4 interceptions. It was revealed after the game he was playing with a torn ligament in his foot. Brock Osweiler replaces him, is expected to go next week. But Gary Kubiak said Peyton will return when healthy. Peyton Manning also broke Brett Favre's record for most career passing yards in NFL history. Favre congratulated him while sitting in a tree, deer hunting, go figure. You wouldn't expect anything else from Favre, really. Carson Palmer silenced the 12th man, even though he coughed up the lead in the 4th quarter, fumbling twice and losing the lead. But he was able to conduct an 83-yard touchdown drive, firing to Jermaine Gresham for what would prove to be the game-winning score. Cards now 7-2 in command of their division. And oh boy, the Texans visit the undefeated Cincinnati Bengals tonight. Should be a blowout in Cincinnati. Meanwhile, here hoops back in Happy Valley. The men's team beat VMI in the season opener. Thank God for hoops. Shep Garner scored 15 points. You can catch them tomorrow on ESPNU at 5 p.m. as they host DePaul at the BJC as part of the inaugural Gavitt tip-off games between Big East and Big Ten schools. And Coquise Washington has her ball club off to a hot start as the Lady Lions are 2-0 after downing Holy Cross and Fordham over the weekend. Brianna Banks, really someone to watch on this year's squad. She's tearing it up so far. They face Tennessee in Knoxville. That's on Wednesday. And the whiteout is coming this Saturday. Michigan will come to town fresh off putting up 48 points against Indiana last week. Hope to see a lot of you there, although I'm sure most Penn Staters are hanging around this holiday weekend to see the game. This just in, hold the music to the PSN News Sports Desk. The Rams have benched quarterback Nick Foles in favor of Case Keenum. So for you fantasy owners out there that have Nick Foles, feel free to axe him. I got your back. I'm Mike Gilbert, back to the news desk after this.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Prospective students are now being given the chance to get an insider look at life as a Penn State student. According to the Daily Collegian, the Lion Scouts have started a new touring concept called Life at State. It gives students the chance to shadow their tour guide one-on-one for the day. The program breaks students up into groups of 2 or 3 and pairs them with a tour guide with a similar major interest. The goal is to make prospective students feel comfortable with more personal interactions in a smaller setting. The program is expected to pick up over the coming years. And that does it for here at PSN News for November 16th, 2015. Be sure to check us out on Twitter at PSN News.
And make sure to watch us every Monday night live at 7 p.m. Thanks for watching.